is mission 5, and it's an enemy blockade force. So basically with my ships, I've loaded up my ships with anti-ship missiles. I've got the Fletcher is really on anti-submarine duty. The Tycho has some anti-air missiles and some torpedoes or ASROCs and lots of anti-ship missiles. The Carl Vinson and Cloyd are out of action because they're all stressed out. And so I'm going to bring in the Nimitz. I gave him 2 less XP to promote, so I'll try to get him moving up fast. I already had the 2 Hornets on him, but I put an Intruder and a Hawkeye to round out. It is the 13th Air Wing, which has 3 F-18s, 2 A-6s. So the F-18s get a +2 to their ship task force attack. So this, I probably would have brought the Nimitz anyway, because it specializes in this kind of mission. It's going to be going after the Kirov, Sorvmeni 2, Udaloy, and 1 sub. So that's a tough mission, anti-ship mission that I've got to deal with. The only saving grace is that it's in the zone where you start off. So as long as I don't roll a 4 or 7 for these 4 task force, and let's go ahead and take care of those now. So the first one, no 4 to 7, of course, 4 to 7. Number 2, 9, so that's going to be out of the way. How about the next one? 10, that's out of the way, and 1 more, 5. So I've got 2 in the way, and I know one of them is going to be a surface. So I feel pretty confident with the surface-heavy task force going after this. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my first encounter, and the second one's going to be a surface, so I'm in real good shape. So I've got this surface encounter, and I didn't launch any caps. I've got full access to my guys here. I figure I'll just do a fast cap if I need it. And so I'm going to send a strike group, which will be 2 stress for my guys here. Intruder and Hawkeye. And this is going to have an air defense of 1, and I need to get 3 or 5 hits. So we'll see how my strike does. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got 5-7 here on the Hawkeye, and that's a 9, so they're going to get a +2. Early warning, +2 to their attack, so that's really good. So let's start with the Intruder. Intruder has the best stats and gets 3 rolls. So no damage on the Intruder, and it's going to get a +2, -1, so this is a 9, so that's going to be 2 hits. And then this 4 is going to be a 5, which is, actually that's 3 hits in that first one, so go to 3 hits. And then this 4 becomes a 5, which is 2 hits. And this 3 becomes a 4, which is 1 hit. So just the Intruder alone destroys it, so we got to see if they take damage on the Hornets. No, I got to roll a 1. So this Hornet, no 1s. So there, no damage here. This is destroyed. I get 3 victory points. And so now we go to the second encounter, which is even easier. And so now we go to 4 on the stress, launching another flight. And this has air defense of 1. All I need is 2 or 4. So again, we'll go with the Hawkeye. Hawkeye gets a 6, so that is a +1 to the attack. So it's going to be a wash. Unless I roll a 1, I'm not going to take damage. And it's going to be straight up rolls. So let's start with the Intruder. That is a 1, so he's going to take damage, but he does get a 6 in, which is a 2. 1, 2 hits, so he's going to get damaged. And then this Hornet right here, no damage, and he's going to get 2 hits, 1, 2, and that'll kill this thing. And then we'll see if there's any damage on the other Hornet. And there is not. So I took damage on the intruder, but I knocked this guy out, so that's out. And now we've got our enemy blockading force. Oh, I forgot to get ground strike +1. Oh well. And ship attack. Got to remember these bonuses. So it should have been even easier than that. So let's get this out of the way. And now let's get our Kirov. Kirov serve many. And Udaloy. Kirov. Udaloy. Let's see, I need to find a sort of many. Did I miss it? I need another sort of many. There we go. All right, so here are the ships that I'll be dealing with. Sort of many. Kirov. Ooh, they're all stars. So this is going to be a big one. And then we've got a sub to deal with. So enemy sub is not a star. And let's get our ships. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay. All right, so let's go with the sub. Let's see where he goes. 4. So that's going to be at 4 and 6. All right, so the Kirov gets a placement -2. So that is a 5. So that goes to 5. And then a 3 goes there. Then we've got the Sarmeni again, -2. So he's going to be right in my face. Surface is a 4. And then 3. So he's over here. That's actually good for my missiles. Let's see. So these are all stars. And this guy's got a placement of 0. So that's 3. So he's going to be at 5 and 9. So he's over there. And finally this guy here. 2, and he's got a placement of, so he's 0, placement of 4 and 6, so he's right here. All right, that's not split up, so it's not great for what I have in mind, because I've got the RGM 109s, want to use them on search mode, and so they can do 2 azimuth zones, but they're so split up it's going to be going after 2 ships only. I was hoping to bunch them together. All right, so there we go with that. Let's take the event card. At the start of each tactical turn, see if a bear squadron attacks. If there is an air attack on a roll of 10. All right, that's not good. And our sensor performance is this. Let's see if this guy is deep. And that's a 6, so he's above the thermal layer. No aircraft. Look at that. Ship detection -3. That is really, really bad. So this whole aircraft carrier is now useless. I'm glad I got to use it before. Since there's no aircraft, then this can't be in effect. I'm interpreting. So I don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about pitch. He's out of action because there's no aircraft. So I hope I have enough torpedoes to take this guy out, and I hope my missiles can take out their guys. So this is a convoluted scenario. I am in deep trouble without my aircraft carrier because of no aircraft. And ship detection -3, so we're probably going to be in each other's faces, which means guns, which may not be bad. We'll see, because I've got very good ships here going on. All right, so let's start fast action. So I've got the Rents and the Bunker Hill up front. So let's see what we can do here. The Rents has good sensors. So let's see. This sub is at range 4, and I actually get a +2, which is weird. So I'll get a +2. So I'm going to go ahead and try to detect the sub with the Rents. And I need a 4 or 7. I get a +2, +2, so that's +4 -2. So that is a +2 overall to try to detect this submarine right here. Let's take him out as fast as we can. So that's a 6, +2 is an 8, which means I get a detect 2 on him. And that's good. Then we go to the Bunker Hill, and I've got VLS with these guys, so I can shoot all 4 if I want to. And I'm going to interpret that this ship detection does not affect these guys. I could be wrong about that. I really don't know. But I'm going to interpret that the search is just a straight up 7, no modifiers for any reason, and it's going to go down this azimuth. So it's going to go after the Sorveni and the Kirov. And so let's start with the first missile here, search of 7, and it will go after the Sorveni. And so it's got a missile defense of 2, so it's a 6-9. So it's not going to be able to hit it. Oh, that's a Kirov, excuse me. It's a missile defense of 1. So it's really a 7-10 I need to hit. And that's a total miss. There goes that guy. All right, next search. And that guy's going after him. So 7-10. And that is a hit. And that destroys the Sorveni. So that kill is going to go to the Bunker Hill. And this guy is out. And this is used up, and so now these 2 guys are going after the Kirov, which would be a tougher kill, much tougher kill. And this guy doesn't see him, and the next guy, oh, that was a 10. All right, so I used them all up, and the Kirov escapes, but I did get the Sorveni, so that's good. So now we go to, well, I've got a fast movement with this guy here. What should I do? I'm going to save his fast move, and we'll go to their turn. So we'll start with the Kirov. Kirov is going to have a movement of +1, and that is a 10. So it's going to do range 1 and ping, which means, again, if I interpret it correctly, he's too busy pinging his area for subs, so he doesn't do a search. Then we'll go to ship number 3 right here. So he gets a movement of +2, so that's 4. And 4 is just a patrol, he stays right there. The number 4 ship, the Stoiki, he gets a +2 movement, so that is again a ping. And that's good, because then I don't have to worry about these guys coming after me. And then the sub. Sub is a 5, and so that will do range -1, so that's perfect. All right, so this number 3, the Udaloi, he can detect at a range 1 to 6, so he is a 5-7. He is going to have 1 contact, and it's going to be Task Force Ship 3. So Task Force Ship 3 is a Reuben James. And that is noise modifier of 2. So, and he is range 5. So it's -1 and then -3, so it's -4, -6 altogether. So that's a 1, so he's going to miss. I don't think he can get it. 10 -6 is a 4. Yeah, there's no chance to get me, even with a 10, although that should be a critical hit. So now the sub goes, and the sub can detect at range 3, and he is going to go after... Oh, he's already detected. So I gotta flip this over. What is he? 4, which is an enemy. So let's pull this off. Enemy sub 1. Sub 1. And he is a Charlie 2. So Charlie 2, he can detect at range 5, 6, 8. So ship detection -3, no range modifier. He's going after ship 2, and he gets another contact here. Ship 2 and ship 3. So ship 2 is the Rents, which has noise modifier of 2. So it's -5, and that is a 6, so he's not going to see the Rents. What about the Reuben James? Same deal. Nope, not going to find that. This is going to be tough with this ship detection. I'm going to be up close and personal here. And that is it for their turn. So now it's my turn. And I've already got him locked in, so I'm going to use the Fletcher to fire a spread of Mark 46 at him. Take out this sub as quickly as possible. All right, so the sub has torpedo defense of 1. It's +2 there, so now I'm +1. Got a sub here, so I'm +2. So the first one is a 5 or better, and I got him, and that's 1 hit. And the other one is a 4 or better, and that's a miss. So he's just damaged. All right, let's see, Fletcher and the Reuben James can go. I'm going to use one of my commander to launch another ASROC. It's supposed to be an ASROC. There we go. Another volley. So 5 or better. Got him. So he's dead. And these are used up. That's okay, because there's no more subs. And then we have the Reuben James, who's got these missiles here, but there's nobody to shoot at just yet. I've got ping guys here, so let me go after the big guy, Kirov. So Kirov is a 0, -3, noise modifier, so it's a -4. Reuben James got +1, so it's a -3 to his roll. And he detects on a 5, 8, 10. So I need an 8 just to get a level 1 on him. Okay, so, oh, and 3. All right, so let's do this again. So this cancels this. This cancels this. So it's a straight up roll, 5, 8, or 10. Ugh. I'm gonna use my commander. Total failure, even with the pings. All right, so now we go to the fast, which is going to get me my Rents. So now we'll go down battle turn. Rents is going to go. Let me get rid of this dice. It's not lucky. Rents has the same detection. I'm going to go after the Kirov because I've got the same things going on here, except the Rents has a 0 on the ship, so it's going to be a -1 on the roll. 10, which is a 9, and so I get him on detect 2. So he's detected at 2, which is good because the Bunker Hill has some missiles for him. I could have shot these on search, but just going to go ahead and shoot them now. The Bunker Hill gets a +2. I've got +2 here, so it's +4. Missile defense is 2, so I'm back down to a +2 on these missiles. So it's a 4 to hit for this guy, and that's a hit. And a 3 for this guy, and that's a hit. So that's 2 hits, but he takes 3 hits to kill. So I'm going to use my commander to launch his final missiles, and we've got to take him out here. This is a big one here. And so I need, again, 2, 4, -2, so it's a 4 to hit. Got him. All right, so he's dead. And we've got another kill for the Bunker Hill. Hey, that rhymed. And I've run out of things, so I wish I could have at least detected him. But now this ping is going to go away because now it's their turn. So 4 has a movement of +2. So that's going to be move up and ping again. Let's see. So he's just pinging away, doesn't see me. And this guy here, he's got a +2, so that's a 7, so range 1. So his detect, he's got 1 contact. No helicopter. Task Force Ship 4. So that is the Fletcher, which is okay. You can go after him now. So noise modifier of 1. So that's 4 with the ship detection. No range modifier. So it's a -4. And he needs a 4/7, so 8 or better to detect. And he just missed. And so this actually may help me here because they can't see me as I'm coming in. And so now my slow goes. So Reuben James and Fletcher. So Reuben James actually has missiles, so I'm going to use the Fletcher to detect. And since he's pinging, going to go after him, so that cancels, the ping cancels the ship detection. He's got no ship modifier. And so 4 has a noise modifier 1, so it's -1 on the roll. So that becomes a 5, which is just barely a detect at 1. Okay. This leaves the Reuben James with its 2 missiles here, can fire at this guy right here. So, all right, so he's got a missile defense of 2, 1, so I'm -1. And this came from Reuben James +1, so it's a wash. So I need a 6 to hit, missed, and a 5. Ah, missed. Running out of ammo here. Real fast. That was a bad one. I'm going to use the commander. Should I fire my last missiles at him? And I've got an Udaloy sitting out there. Let's see, the Fletcher has... Oh, I forgot the +1. He's got... Fletcher could use the commander to use torpedoes because the range of 2. And so he's got torpedo defense of 1. Fletcher has 0, so it's -1. -1. +1, so it's a 0 plus the range, so I'm +1 now on the attack here, so I need a 6 on this, missed, and a 5 on this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. No. We go to the next turn. Oh man, this goes to a 0. Bunker Hill and Rents. Bunker Hill. I guess these ASROCs can go after him. All right, so Bunker Hill's going to fire ASROCs at this guy here. And, because I guess they can go anti-ship too, right? I don't remember any rule saying they can't. Yeah, so, all right, so Bunker Hill's got anti-ship 2. So, and this is a 0. Torpedo defense for the Stoichi is 1, so it's a -1, or a +1, +2 for this. So I need a 5 and a 4, finally. So this guy is dead because he can only take 1 hit. And once again, the Bunker Hill is racking up kills. It's going to be a warrior in no time. And then I've got the Rents to try to detect this guy. So this guy has noise modifier of 1. No ship modifier for the Rents, so it's -1. -3, so it's a -4 on the detection. And that didn't work. And so I'm going to use my commander for the... I'm going to hold off on the commander. Let him go. So he is a movement of 2, and so that's 4, so that's 6, so range 1. Okay, he's going to try to detect, he got 1 contact, and that is Task Force Ship 2. Task Force Ship 2 is the Rents, noise modifier of 2. So it's -5 because of the weather. And he needs just a 10 to detect me at 1. Oh, we almost got it. All right, so now I go. I've got my 2 commander orders. And what I'm going to do is have him move in nice and close. And we're going to use the Fletcher, no, the Reuben James, yeah, the Fletcher, to try to detect him. So it's -3, noise modifier, so it's -4, 0, +1, so it's a -3 on detection. Oh, I saw that 10-3, so that's no good. Let's try it again with the commander. 9. So that is a detect 1. Thank goodness. And now we've got the Reuben James with its last 2 missiles going after him. And so we've got 1, Reuben James 2, missile defense on the Udaloy is 1, so I get a +1 to my roll, so it's a 5. Got him. And he only takes 1 hit, so he is dead, dead, dead. And so this one goes to the Reuben James. So the Reuben James gets a point, and the Bunker Hill gets 3. So let's take a look at what we have here. So we destroyed this task force, so we get another war. And 7 VPs. So that's a total of 12 VPs for that mission. So 7 + 3 + 2. So that is 39 after I'm halfway through and I'm at good. So yeah, I know we don't want it to be easy, but I don't know. Am I playing it wrong? Am I doing really well? Am I sort of cheating here? I know I missed a couple things, like I didn't put the carrier tokens in the last game, but I put them in this time and they still didn't show up. So let's see. So now we've got, I forgot +1 detect. Can't ever remember that. So 2 stress on the Rents, which has a cool of 2, so he gets no stress. 2 stress on the Bunker Hill, 2 cool, no stress there. Reuben James has a cool of 1, so no stress there. And the Fletcher, cool of 0, so he's going to get a stress on the Fletcher. So Fletcher gets 1 stress. The Carrier and McLean get they already have 4 stress. But since they're over here and they took no actions, they're going to go down to 3. So go ahead and do that. Now everybody's going to get 2 experience. So McLean's going to get promoted. 2 experience. Let's see. Two experience. Fletcher is going to get a promotion. Hold on a second, let me just make sure I got this right. So Fletcher's getting a promotion. He's the only skilled, he's going to veteran. Bunker Hill, that's 6 now. And these guys are at 4. So they're not going to get promoted. But the Fletcher will be getting a promotion. McLean will be getting a promotion. And that's it. So, well, Bunker Hill actually, let's see, got 3 there. Oh, so close to being a warrior. He's going to need 1 more mission. And Reuben James gets an extra one, but he's still 1 away from getting promoted. So just the Fletcher going from skill to veteran. So let's see what kind of action this is. So he's going to, oops, that's warrior. All right, so he's going to get a bump in ship, a bump in sub, bump in repair, bump in noise management. Yeah, so he's doing much, much better. And his stats going to veteran status, so that is really good. So now the Fletcher is a veteran, just like everybody else, except for this. And McLean is going to go from skilled to veteran as well. So he was 1/1, cool 0, +1 ground, +1 EA. And so now he's going to get +2 ground, +2 EA, 1 AEW attack, and he's still 1/1 and 0 cool. So he's doing much better. And so he's going to take the Nimitz out on the next mission. And so I've got everybody veteran except for the Nimitz, and the Carl Vinson and Cloyd are still going to have to rest up because they were so stressed out from the last time. And but these guys are doing great. Fletcher has 1 stress. The Nimitz and McLean have 3 stress. And we're sitting pretty at 38 points. +4 is 42. So that's going to be, yeah, I'm not too far away from being great. So this is looking really good. Let's find out what, event card at the end. Earn 2 SO points for each enemy ship destroyed during a counter. So that's going to be 8 more added to it. +8. So I got a total of 9 extra SO points coming to me next time. And the next target is going to be an enemy wolf pack, which is going to be 16. Where is 16? Oh, same spot. So here we go again. So now I'm going to be focused on anti-submarine. And yeah, my carrier's not really geared for anti-sub. Maybe I should leave all my carriers home and just play this straight up. That might be the best bet. So I'm going to think on that. Maybe just bring my veteran task force here, see what they can do against the subs, because the carriers, they need their rest. And I might leave them home for this next mission 6. So we'll find out next time. Thanks for watching. Let me just go ahead and roll for these guys right here. see if they're going to be a problem. First one is going to be a problem. Second one is going to be a problem. Third one is not going to be a problem. And the fourth one is going to be a problem. So even though the mission is easy, a stack of these guys right here, and it's going to start with submarines. So lots of subs coming at me. Who knows what else? Maybe I will bring the carrier with all of those task force in the way. So let's find out next week. Thanks for watching.